Are we good? Are we rolling?
I think so.
Mike's hot.
Mike's hot.
Ow.
Mike's a hat. I should find my
Stepped
case.
on a splinter.
I feel like I've already forgotten how to do this.
Oh, me too. What's it been the longest break we've ever taken?
Quite literally.
Should I speak into the mic?
Speaking to the mic.
Is that how we do this? I have forgotten. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Guess what?
What?
The fucking world is a mess. Maybe the U.S. is a mess. When are we not?
When are we not?
It's fucking the first week of January, and everybody's like, terrorist attack, bombs, aliens, drones.
Well, to be fair, the terrorist attacks both were on New Year's Day, which, like, makes sense. If you're going to pick a day.
Started off
fresh,
strong.
you know? Started off fresh.
Guys, I'm starting to get, like, agoraphobia over here.
Yeah, same. Did you hear that there's, like, 1,000 fucking super secret agents that are, like, ready to move?
Oh, yeah,
in
from
the
the, like,
US?
Sean Ryan show or whatever, that CIA.
fucking
I'm up to all the names.
I don't know what it is.
I'm fucking eyeballs deep in all the theories.
I only hear it in passing from Brandon. He's like, we're all
I
going to
know.
die. And I'm like, all right, see ya.
I know, but I feel like so much of it
Do
I
you
can't
think they're going
trust.
to come to Target in our little fucking town?
Maybe. Hopefully not, but maybe.
Hopefully
Fuck, man.
not.
Who knows?
We'll be all right.
God damn!
You know, what a fucking con, though. Really a long con.
Like, the world?
like no, the U.S.
This empire that we have
Just the U.S. government.
Yeah, girl, apparently they really had us going in the first half.
As a millennial. The fuck, U.S. government? Like, you
Yeah.
made me take an entire fucking semester with 1 hour every day dedicated to learning about you.
Yeah.
And it's all made up.
Yeah.
Maybe not all of it.
I mean-
maybe I'm pretty far deep in conspiracy theories. But
You know a lot of the main, like, branches of government. The
Yeah.
main ones that they tell us about anyway.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's more. So,
they're all hidden under unspecified.
but
or
they're not allowed to tell
unacknowledged.
the U.S. fucking high school kids about that. So, public education
Oh my
system.
God. I cannot get. I'm over it. Like, you remember that episode that was probably last episode we did where I was super excited about drones and aliens
Yeah,
and like the
yeah.
world? I'm so like nothing. We're still talking about the same shit and now we're blowing things up and running people over.
Yep.
Guys, this isn't
the America we signed up for.
I quit.
I would also like to respectfully fucking yeet
I
myself.
think everybody feels that way. Maybe not everybody, but I feel like a
No.
lot of us do. So
Yeah, you know,
let's
whatever.
see what's gonna fucking happen. Anyway,
we'll see where
guys.
it goes. You know, we're gonna see where the world takes us. Maybe aliens are gonna come and be like, "Just kidding, it's all been a fucking farce." And
I
just
hope
light
so.
the
I'm
planet
still
on fire.
rooting for them fucking aliens, guys.
Anyway, you want to know my goddamn?
Of course I do.
Had a little minty bee. Had a little minty bee.
When are we not actively in the middle of a minty bee?
Your girl got bangs.
Ah! She got the bangs.
I got bangs.
She
and I am-
bangs. She bangs.
Ooh, baby, when she moves. I'm fully fucking committed to them.
You are.
I'm-
They're cute as fuck.
Thanks. I'm going with it.
I
Every once in
love
a while, I look like I seizure out a little bit because I'm trying to move that one fucking hair off the way.
It's just your tick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She's just got a little bit of the Tourette's over there.
Oh, that's just what she does, you know?
I love it.
Yeah, I'm still working out how to do them, but I think I like it.
There is nothing more painful than like the first 2 weeks after getting a new, fresh, different kind of
Yeah.
style haircut.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
to train your hair.
Girl, I've got a
What a
middle part
chore.
for the first time
I
since
bet.
high school.
It's gonna get so sunburned in summer.
I know. I've put sunscreen on it when I'm like, I'm going to be outside.
We don't want it to get burned. I did cut my hair at my desk today while I was working, but it was with some like tiny desk scissors and just for fun.
Yeah, just like the split ends.
Yeah, they weren't even split. I was just like, how short will she go?
Oh no, just a little hair chicken. Uh-oh, we've got fucking sideburns.
Pretty much. That's how unhinged I've been lately.
Short will she go? To where it's a problem? No. Maybe.
Oh,
No.
almost got her.
Gonna have to buzz it?
Ah,
No.
Shave her entire head or just a little.
To be fair, that's how I got bangs, was because
Is how you got bangs.
I pulled all of my hair forward and I was like, I could probably do layers in the front.
Yeah,
right?
for
Like,
sure. That's what every good non-hairstylist says.
yeah, so I grabbed my trusty kitchen orange scissors, you know, orange
All
handle,
purpose.
fucking, this shit
The
has seen
APs.
everything. And I pulled all that shit to the front, and I fucking one-chopped it right at my chin. Because it's
Full
better
commit.
to go longer, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could move it up, and I just went to the chin, and then I was like, uh-oh.
Nope.
Oh, no. Oh, no. And
I liked it
stopped.
like that, though.
I
It was like
stopped
the wolf
immediately.
cut.
It was like the wolf cut.
I thought it was cute. But also, I have a problem because I grew up in like the 2005s with
Yeah.
weird kitchen scissor haircuts. So I
Same.
like that
Same.
style.
Yeah, I watched
The
a girl on
more
TikTok.
messed up you are, the more reliable I feel you will be as my friend. You know?
Fair. Yeah, like, you're going to put your whole heart into this.
Yeah. Full commit, full send.
That's true. Yeah, but, that required me to then text Steph, our friend, and be like, hey, I forgot that I don't know how to cut hair. So
Help.
can you fix this for me? And she did. And she did a
She's
great
the
job.
best.
She's the fucking best.
Everybody needs a good hair cutting friend, you
A
know?
good therapist. Yeah.
100%.
Anyway.
You want to hear my goddamn?
Yeah, I sure do.
Not nearly as exciting, but over Christmas, my fucking ass got sick like I always do, which thank God we chose to take some time off.
Yeah.
That should really be our goddamn, we really need that time off and honestly could probably use more.
Yeah.
But I'm
I was like,
excited
oh,
to
no,
be here.
It's over.
I know. I'm excited to be here. Now that the
I am
research and
too.
everything is over, this is the
Yeah.
fun part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got sick and then my old ass coughing out a fucking lung threw out a rib or something.
Oh, no.
I haven't been able to move in a week.
Oh, that's the worst.
It's okay now, but like I've been living off of like a lot of Motrin
And like the shallow breaths.
exactly shallow. I considered splinting my arm to my side
Oh
to
my
prevent
God.
myself from using it because I kept re-injuring it. Like I don't know what the fuck. I don't know.
No.
I don't know if I blew a rib. I don't know if I just
No.
pulled a muscle. I'm not quite sure because sometimes I lay flat on the floor and I can feel things clicking back in place around
Yeah.
in the same area it hurts, and I'm like, is it cartilage
broken?
clicking? Like I don't know. I don't fucking know, but I'm at the
Interesting.
tail end of the cold. But now it's marked into like this sinus thing, so I'm 100% sure next week I'll have a sinus infection.
Oh, no.
Check back to see if I'm right.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
you don't.
No, me either. Because it's all been like this today and yesterday was been like forehead fucking pressure. But Sudafed and alcohol, and we're doing great.
I was going to say, yeah, the alcohol's
Mixing
going to
meds.
clear that right up.
right up, right up.
Oh, man. Well, do you want to fucking jump right into it?
Obviously.
Good.
I feel like every year we should have new merch made with our latest hairstyles, like, because the colors don't make sense anymore.
They really
and now you
don't.
have bangs
I have bangs.
and not a bun right now.
No bun.
Wait till the summer.
Jeez Louise.
That bun will be
Yeah, this shit's
in
going to grow out.
high.
Listen, I have...
Jeez Louise, you
It's
think
like
I'm going to have
my
this
nails.
in summer?
I don't get
Oh
fucking...
my God, you don't even keep your nails anymore.
I don't
Who
keep my
are
nails
you?
anymore. I haven't forever. For
I
a long
have
time.
not noticed.
I was like,
The
I'm going to
worst.
be this person
Yeah.
now. And then I give up on it. So this I am committing right now
Yeah.
for the foreseeable future. But
So
I'm
relatable.
going to be honest, when it grows out.
Girl, right there with you.
Unless Steph
Like,
is
I know
like,
who
it's
you are.
time and
Yeah.
reaches out, then I'll be like, I don't know, I forgot. And it'll be 4 years from now.
Well, I know who you are.
Yeah. So, we'll see.
We've had
But I
bangs.
do
We've
think we
had
do
years. We've had decades with bangs.
We've had decades with bangs. I was cutting them myself, and it was 2005.
Which is why I like that look.
Me too.
I think I'm just forever stuck in that era.
It was OG Erin.
Yeah. You're still that in my phone.
Aww.
All right. Hit me
Okay.
with the murder
Okay,
story.
Here, I am going to tell you a fucking doozy.
Ooh, hit me with that bulldozy.
I will hit you with it. However,
What?
I have zero information on the before times. So,
Per usual.
per
I'm
usual.
for it.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
fucking even care.
you would think that an extra 2 weeks I'd get my shit together.
You would not. That's what those 2 weeks are for.
I didn't.
We were actively not gathering shit.
Mm-mm.
That was the purpose, was to
Mm-mm.
sit on our shit.
I put it mostly in one bag.
I did not. I let
perched
that
on
shit
it for a
roam
while.
free. Till
I
the
let that
dogs
shit roam
ate it.
free.
That's gross.
Ew.
I like to specify I'm just joking.
So, okay, we're going to jump right in. We're coming at you hot from 1983 in Houston, Texas.
Oh, where all things hot come from.
Oh, you know. It is June 30th. Fucking height of Texas heat. Am I right?
Ugh,
You know
you
it.
are right. Hotter than a well digger's asshole out there.
You know what I mean? That's what I always say.
Uh-huh.
We are at Wanda Phillips's house.
Wanda.
Wanda. Where she lives with her small daughter. She's not a main character here, though, right? Like
Okay.
Wanda or the daughter.
Oh,
Okay.
forgot about them already.
Don't even worry about them.
Don't try to put that in your memory.
Just remember Wanda, all right? We got Wanda
we do
there.
want to remember her.
Yeah, well,
You just told
she's
me she
not
wasn't
a main character. Just
All right.
remember who she is. It's her boyfriend, though.
Okay.
Okay, her boyfriend.
Yeah.
She was dating a 20-year-old man named Kenneth Ransom.
Ken.
Ransom.
Good
last name, right?
Ugh, I don't know.
Well, you're right. So, Ken was a plumber at the local high school.
Okay.
And there was a very brief
He
mention.
was just a plumber at the local high school. Like,
Listen.
they just house plumbers.
Listen.
I bet that high school has some shit.
I
You know
was
what I mean?
guessing
Yeah.
that the original article probably said janitor, and someone was like, can't fucking plagiarize it. I'll put plumber. And then I was like,
He does other things, like take out the trash and rake the lawn.
I can't guess that he does everything and is like a janitor, so I guess I gotta put fucking plumber. So, I don't know. Maybe
specific.
he was just the dedicated one. He was like, tiny toilets, lots of shit, I'm your guy.
I can do. No kids are shitting at school.
You are correct.
No, unless it's an emergency. So those things are not getting plumbed up with shit.
Yeah.
It's got to be like glue sticks and weed.
It's a
Elementary?
local high school. So yeah,
Oh,
probably
yeah,
weed,
weed, for sure,
lipstick, you know, whatever, fucking toilet, what are those called? Paper towels, you know?
Yeah. Oh, sanitary napkins.
Sanitary napkins.
So many goddamn tampons. Nobody told me that. Nobody told me that. I was just flushing that shit.
Yeah, I remember that about you.
Irregardless. All right. Sorry, guys.
Okay, so I don't know what he did, but something that he did at least involved the plumbing in this local high
This
school.
man knew how to clear a fucking pipe.
He sure did. This is also irrelevant, though, so
Sure. Off the hinges. We have forgotten how to podcast.
we may have. Okay, but there was also very brief mention that his childhood kind of sucked, and he may or may not have allegedly been abused by both his mother and his father, both physically and sexually.
Oh my God.
So-
How sad. Very tragic.
Absolutely tragic, very sad.
Yes.
I cannot
demure.
confirm nor deny. Very demure. Not very
very
demure of the parents. Fucking atrocious. So, but I don't know. I cannot say. Anyway,
Okay.
on this day, it was a Thursday, and Ken had been hanging out at Wanda's house pretty much all day, right?
Okay.
And that evening, after 7 p.m., a 16-year-old boy named James Edward Randall came knocking on Wanda's door.
Okay.
He was looking for Ken, right?
Okay.
So they go outside. Ken goes outside with him, and they talk for about 15 minutes.
Mhm.
And then James left, and Ken went back inside.
All right.
And then a little while later, James came back to Wanda's house again, and he...
To Wanda!
To Wanda!
Okay.
I don't know why I did it twice.
It
It
was
just came
me.
out of me.
It does. It does.
He came back to Wanda's.
Yes.
And he and Ken go back outside and they talk again for about 15 minutes, and then he left. Wanda didn't know
Ken
what they-
left or James
No,
left?
James left.
Okay.
Ken comes back inside again. Wanda doesn't know what they were talking about that whole time. Right?
Right. Weird.
Weird.
Very.
Or at least
How old is Ken?
Ken's 20.
And this is like a 16-year-old?
This is a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
A little weird. A little weird.
Weird.
So I was kind of getting gang vibes.
Oh.
Like,
okay. Oh,
oh,
can I
you
say
don't
that?
say. Oh, now what does that entail?
Can I say that any more fucking mid-aged white lady? Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Now-
I get
Now
it.
the young one's trying to prove himself.
Yes.
Mm.
Trying to get that cut.
So maybe they were all hanging out. I don't know.
Okay.
Right?
Weird.
Either way,
What kind of gang?
a doo-wop gang. I don't fucking know.
Fucking quartet. Could you
They
imagine?
just shoot marbles on the sidewalks.
They're just out there practicing harmonies.
It's an a cappella gang. It's not a group.
Oh my God, this is so dumb. I love it. Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to answer that
Do
question.
tell. Okay.
Okay, so then that same night between 9:30 and 9:45, James came back one last time, and he and Ken went outside to talk again, but then this time they both returned to Wanda's house and
That's
they come inside.
weird. That's too late to be hanging out.
It is too late.
We don't
for
invite
an old
16
lady like
like
me.
me. Yeah. Not at a time like this.
I don't even have a bra on.
You go home.
You
Right?
fucking 16-year-old in my house?
Shit's
Get out.
hitting my knees, man.
Yeah,
I might
you
catch a nip.
You need to go.
I might catch a charge.
This
We
shirt's
gotta
not
leave.
long enough.
Yes.
You got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
so-
relax.
Exactly.
I don't pay this mortgage for nothing.
Exactly. So, I don't know. Apparently, she was more lenient than we are, and she allowed James into our home.
All right.
But James and Ken went into the kitchen, and James grabbed a 4-inch long butcher knife from the dish drying rack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Wanda heard him say, quote, "Oh, man, here's one that we can use."
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Here's
Check
one
out
that we
this
can use.
4-inch
Oh,
blade.
man.
Oh, man. What
Yeah.
is this, a curving knife?
Also, 4-inch?
I
A
know.
4-inch
I
butcher
know.
knife?
I
Like, that's
know.
like a paring knife.
That honestly,
right?
I was like, is it a steak knife?
I mean, it was in a
serrated.
butcher
It was
block.
Carving.
Does that what constitute as a butcher knife? I don't know.
Oh, man, I don't know.
Is it just a regular knife if it's
I
just
worked
in a
at
drawer?
Cutco for a solid summer. I feel like I should know this.
I feel like you should too.
I didn't know I worked at Cutco.
Isn't that how y'all fucking worked at Cutco?
100%.
Okay, so he grabs this fucking knife, right? And then the guys start to leave. And Wanda is like, what the fuck? Like, where are you going?
Not with my knife. That goes in the block, bitch.
Pretty fucking precisely.
Yeah.
And James turns around and he's like, fucking...
What do you got to say about this knife?
No, he's like, chill. Calm down. Don't
The
fucking worry.
fastest way to get me to not chill is to tell me to chill.
This is not a quote. That's why I said that. He's like, chill out. You're going to get your knife back. We'll bring it back, right?
Okay.
As if that
I plan
fucking
to return this.
clears this all up.
Did she really ask about the knife? Did he really say, I'll return the knife? Or
He
were you
said-
just joking about
No,
that?
he did say.
Oh.
He did. She was like, what? And he was like, we'll bring the fucking knife back. I don't think he
She's
said
like, I
fucking.
wasn't concerned about that. What are you guys doing with
Where are
said
you
knife?
going? What is happening? Yeah. And then Ken turns around and he told her that they were going to go pick up James's cousin's paycheck.
Okay.
And he was going to be right back.
Is the cousin coming with? How do you pick up a paycheck?
Well, I'll tell you all about that.
Okay.
So she presumably was like, all right, that
Checks
sounds
out.
fucking, please return my knife.
Probably needed to cut the check away from the stub.
Yeah, like let me at least fucking,
Poor
I don't
ass
know,
people don't
butter my
perforate that
toast
shit.
with this. Let me pare some pears. I don't know what you're doing with that knife. But she probably needed it first, right? Anyway,
Is that why they call it a paring knife?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it made sense when I said it.
It sure
You
enough
could
did.
like peel an apple with it, or like slice an apple.
You can do anything you
Not
want
to
with
the
that
core.
knife, but
You really could. There.
But you don't apple an
No,
apple.
I think to pair something has got to be like
like
a
an
thing.
au pair.
No, that's a nanny. American public education. So, anyway, she's like, what the fuck? James is like, I'll bring your knife back. Ken's
Don't worry
like,
about it. The
"Don't worry about
block
it."
will
Yeah.
be complete
I'm gonna
come
get you-
Monday morning.
I'm going to go get fucking James's cousin's check with
Don't
him,
worry
right?
about it. Yep.
So, just a little bit before 10 p.m., James's mom said that she saw James and his 19-year-old cousin, Richard James Wilkerson,
Okay.
who went by RJ.
Wilkes Booth. RJ. Love that nickname.
Me too.
Okay.
And
You don't hear it enough, you know?
honestly,
I'm being honest.
I'll start saying it more. Gotta find someone.
The perfect initials. I believe in you.
So she saw James
And
RJ and another boy.
Okay, so
Okay.
Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Presumably.
Yeah.
it's Ken.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You can't prove that?
I can. A lot of people saw him.
Okay.
So she went to bed or whatever, right?
Yeah, because it's
And-
fucking 10.
Because it's 10 p.m. and she's like, what are these fucking people doing in my
My
house?
tits are out. It's
All
time to
right.
lay down.
I will never understand.
I know. I
Fucking
will.
get these people out of my house.
I know.
My tits are out.
Girl, I can have my tits out though, and people don't know. I know, but people don't know.
Yeah,
I've
I
had to
can't.
come to terms with that.
Unless I'm in like the 3 hoodies.
Yeah.
Like, is it
Yeah.
warm out?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I can only imagine the
it's a blessing
atrocities
and a curse.
you suffer.
So she goes to bed, and James's younger brother Jesse said that he saw he saw the group leave sometime before midnight.
Okay.
Total sidebar. My kid's starting to learn how to read,
Yeah.
and he looked to the right and he saw a big sign, and he said, "Mom, that sign says Happy Birthday, Jesse."
What did it say?
Happy birthday, Jesus. and I laughed.
Jesse.
And then he asked about it, and I said, well, some people believe that Jesus was born on Christmas, not realizing that that's not how you say that. And then he said, well, I believe he was born on New Year's, and I laughed harder. Like, that was the unbelievable part.
What an idiot.
It made me laugh in my head. And I was like, yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Maybe you're right. Maybe
Talk
they're
about
right.
hard conversations as a parent, man.
Yeah, as a parent.
Moments when you have to decide, are you going to bob or weave, and you didn't plan ahead?
I did not plan ahead.
I know, they catch you.
They really do.
Out of nowhere.
I was
if you're going to have children,
unprepared.
just go ahead and plan out, like,
all
all the lies we tell them, and then any kind of religious questions you can think of.
Mm-hmm.
And be ready on how you want to answer that. Because if you're on the fence on anything, you got to figure that shit out pretty quick with
I'm
a kid.
still not going to take that advice, and I'm going to wing it for the foreseeable future. They're asking the questions, and I'm like, I don't know, you tell me.
I'm only giving the advice because we're living it right now, and we didn't
Right.
plan it. Like, I'm not listening to my own. I don't know either, man.
I don't know.
And they're getting awfully close to that Santa Claus question. I'm like,
Oh,
God,
yeah.
man, I don't know.
It's hard.
I have been so uncomfortable with this your whole life.
I didn't want to lie.
I wanted all the credit.
I bought you that stuff. That's right. It's been me all along.
Anyway,
Okay.
I swear to God, if you're like 16 and you still believe and you're listening, first of all, congrats on getting to listen at 16.
Second of all, I have questions.
Turns out Mom gave up.
Okay. It should be noted that at some point that day, James's mom had borrowed a butcher knife from a neighbor.
Not a good day to borrow butcher knives in this house. James's mom borrowed a butcher knife from the neighbor. So
Yes.
she didn't have a butcher knife.
Apparently not.
But James allegedly brought an extra knife from Wanda's house.
Well, yeah. So
Allegedly.
James grabbed a knife from Wanda's house.
They really be running low on knives around in this house.
Apparently, because he was at home and he didn't have a fucking satchel full of knives. Either way, he borrowed this knife from his mom. So now he has the mom's borrowed neighbor
So he got
knife.
Wanda's knife and the neighbor's borrowed knife?
Well, presumably then Ken has a knife, Wanda's knife.
Okay,
and James
Ken
has
held
a
it.
knife.
Ken was like, I'll be in charge of this.
I'll take this one. You take that
Could
one.
you imagine just carrying around a kitchen knife outside of a kitchen?
Unsheathed?
I cannot. Like in your pocket. It's only
Right.
4 inches. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know.
I was taught to point it at the ground when I walk. What are you doing?
Yeah, you gotta hold it out always. Fucking
Obviously.
fist it.
And
I
then
don't
you
know.
throw it on the floorboard. I'm guessing. I'm
I
spitballing ideas here.
I don't know, maybe a boot knife? I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe a belt loop knife?
And it's just still out. No sheath.
Yeah.
Just could stab
Just
you at
out there.
any squat.
So you could unsheath it and also slice your belt loop.
Okay. All right. I'm just trying to get the logistics down.
Just trying to understand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ken has the knife borrowed from Wanda, and James has the knife borrowed from his mom, borrowed from the neighbor. Right?
So we are locked and loaded.
Yes. And then RJ needs a knife, obviously, right? Because it's his adventure that we're going to go get his
Get a paycheck, which sounded to me like a wholesome adventure. Like we're just going to roll up to a Whataburger and pick up an envelope at the counter. But now we're talking knives.
I
so
feel
have
like it could have
questions.
been.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like
did it become a stick up or something?
I feel like it could have been a very peaceful adventure, but
Yeah.
listen.
Okay,
things
RJ
happen.
needs a knife.
Okay, so RJ needs a knife. The timeline here is a little bit fucky, but the
Sure.
trio stopped by RJ's sister's house right around 10 p.m. Now, she said
Okay.
she saw him,
Yeah.
her brother, RJ,
Uh-huh.
just fucking outside.
Okay.
And she was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Uh-huh.
And so she unlocked the door, she let him in,
Yeah.
and she said that he came in with James, and RJ and James went to the kitchen, and they started rummaging through her utensil drawer,
Looking
right?
for a knife.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Where she happened to keep her knives.
Right.
I guess those aren't butcher knives because they're not in a butcher block.
Girl, preach. Fastest way to dull a knife,
Is in the drawer?
throw it in the drawer.
I believe that.
That's where I kept all my knives until I got married and got a block.
Oh.
And then
Hey,
it's like
that's where I got my block too.
all this, they have to be the knives that came with the block.
They have to be. But they should
So
be.
I still have my drawer knives. I just don't
Aw.
use them anymore. So
'Cause
then you
he's
just
nice
might
and-
slice your finger off when you're in there.
Don't dig in that drawer.
It's pretty full too, so you might.
Yeah, those are dangerous stories. So they dug around in there, and then after that, the pair went to her bedroom. She doesn't know what they did in there. And then they went outside for about 5 or 10 minutes.
They fucking killed somebody. What are you talking about? She didn't know what they did in there. It was just RJ and James?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's Ken? Outside.
Outside. Yeah. He did not go in the house with them.
Okay.
She saw RJ. She let him in. James came in with them. They went to the kitchen. They rummaged. Then they went to the bedroom. They talked for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they went outside for about 5 or 10 minutes. And I guess at that point, she just fucking locked the door again.
She's like, we're done.
Listen.
We're going to bed. My bra's off.
My bra's off.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that shit back on.
That
you
tracks.
brought a fucking 16-year-old into this house.
That actually tracks. Yeah.
So
she's like, I was here for you, but not for all that.
I love her for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a tiny little bit of backstory.
Give it to me.
They were all assembled that night because RJ...
Assembled.
Yes. Assembled.
They all gathered here forth today in the night forth.
I've gathered you here today to collect his final paycheck. What happened was...
Tell me.
Okay. RJ worked at Malibu Grand Prix Racetrack in Houston. Okay?
Oh my God, that sounds very prestigious.
Sounds very prestigious, but it was like an arcade with a go-kart inside.
Oh.
Fun. You know the type, right?
Changed what I was thinking. I was thinking racetrack, and now I went to go-karts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Like family
Not
fun center,
prestigious,
boomers.
more like super fun.
K1 speed, whatever. Yeah.
Precisely.
Right.
So, I don't know the details, but RJ was fired on June 20th, 1983. Okay?
Okay.
And then he was told that he could pick up his last paycheck on June 30th. But
All
he was
right.
going to have to come in person to sign his time card, his last time card or whatever.
Sure.
It's the fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Everything was in person,
Paper.
right? So anyway, the group left Jamie's house before midnight, and they headed off to Grand Prix to pick up RJ's check.
Midnight? Do
Midnight.
this shit have fucking open?
Okay, so by 2:30 p.m., the workers there had noted that RJ had not picked up his final check yet.
Sure, because
right?
that's like when they open. Come here at 10.
They open at 10.
Yeah.
10 to midnight. 10 a.m. to
That's
midnight.
crazy.
So they went right before closing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your money. Like, why are you waiting until the last possible minute to get it?
Well, maybe that lends to a premeditated angle.
Uh-huh.
Because they showed up right around closing, or they had just closed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we don't know what actually happened that night, obviously, right?
Okay, we're going off of what they told us.
But what I do know is that at 3 a.m., the trio arrived back at Wanda's house, right? Ken's
All right.
girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And Wanda said that RJ was carrying a black satchel, and RJ and James went into the bedroom while Ken went into the bathroom. Ken was tending to a huge fucking gash on his right hand.
Oh, not good.
Not great, no. And Wanda said that all three of them had blood on their clothing. Okay?
Yeah, not a good look.
Not a good look. So inside the bedroom, RJ dumped the black satchel onto the bed, and he revealed a wallet, a calculator, and a watch, and a wad of money.
Ooh.
And some of the money was bloody.
Okay.
And they counted it together. It was about $1,300.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot
They
of
got to
money.
register.
A safe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then RJ gave
Yeah,
Ken...
that would be a lot of money for a register.
Yeah. Especially in the 80s.
Yeah.
When everything cost fucking 25
Like the
cents.
smoothie shop was like 150 tops.
Yeah, hide it.
Yeah.
So then RJ gave Ken his share, quote unquote, right? It was about $325.
That's all he got?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they all sat down on the couch and started watching TV together. Like, everything's fucking chill.
Cool. Got my money.
Yep. Glad that's done.
Hope your gash is okay.
Yeah.
What did they watch?
You know, I don't know. But Wanda said that James and RJ were talking about how they had, quote, slashed somebody's throat and, quote, put the knife in someone's temple.
Okay. Well, hey.
Meanwhile.
How about you guys should go home now. It's getting late.
Wanda did the thing where she just started fucking cleaning the kitchen. I'm guessing to be
listening.
like, to either listen or be like, y'all need to fucking go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not comfortable with you in my house, but also
You start
I can't go to
dusting the
bed.
TV and they're like, you're in the way. And you're like, precisely. Get the fuck out.
Get on now. Go on to your home.
Yeah.
So
What the fuck, Ken?
I think that's what
What
she's
you
doing.
bringing this riffraff around here?
Yeah, he brought a whole bunch of fucking
It
riff
sounds
raff in,
like it. It's not even his pay stub. What's going on?
you know? So while she was cleaning in the kitchen, she went to throw something away or whatever. She saw in the trash can some credit cards and
Okay.
a billfold and a driver's license for someone named Roddy Harris.
She looked at it.
She did, and she
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck is this?
What the actual fuck?
Yeah, don't love all the blood all over you guys and the whole knife thing. Thanks
And then,
for bringing
like,
it back, I guess.
A wallet.
Which also, they did not bring the knife back.
They didn't?
No, fucking rude, right?
Very rude.
Yeah,
It's the
so
only reason I let you borrow it.
you said you'd bring it back.
I don't have a complete set.
You
now.
owe me another knife of equal or greater value.
Or an entire block.
Please, another paring knife. I don't need another fucking 8-inch one. So she saw the Roddy Harris driver's license. She's like, what the fuck is this, right?
Yeah.
And then James took the items from her and he...
Oh, she brought it out and she was like, exhibit fucking A,
yeah, she was
questions.
like, hey, I got questions.
Oh,
And then they
nice.
were like, no, you fucking don't.
You
and
saw nothing.
they took it from her and James threw it in the dumpster outside, right?
Wow, way to go.
So then she asked Ken, like, hey, but seriously, like, where did you get that money?
Yeah.
And he's like, fucking the getting place, bitch. Like,
They get where they give us money.
yeah,
fool.
we just went and got money. He just said, we just went and got some money.
Oh.
Yeah. And she was
I
like,
didn't know you could just do that.
cool, 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 cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Cut 2. The next morning, it's around 8 a.m., and I believe it was another employee of the racetrack, the Malibu Grand Prix racetrack,
Ooh.
and a FedEx driver. They arrived at the racetrack, and the front door was wide open.
Okay.
And inside the manager's office, they find the night manager, Anil Varugese. He was deceased.
Okay. Ooh.
He
Wait, what was his first name? Sorry.
Anil?
O'Neill?
Anil.
Anil. Okay.
A-N-I-L.
Okay.
Anil?
Anil.
That's how I would say it.
Anil.
Anil.
Yeah.
Anil? Anil.
Anil.
Anil. We're going with Anil. So, he was 18 years old at the time.
Okay.
Anil had been stabbed at least 8 times.
Oh, God.
5 times in the chest.
Any
and
in the temple?
3 times in the abdomen.
Ooh.
No. They believe that he could have been stabbed up to 42 times.
What? Hold up.
Listen, it's
That was a big jump.
Real big difference.
Yeah.
But
I believe it could have been 40 plus more times than
listen,
what we
it was
originally
either
reported.
8 or 42. There's no in between.
Come again. What?
I'm guessing it was like there were clearly 8 stab wounds and maybe other like cuts or, you know, things that
Like
are
torture?
like
how do you not
slashes
know?
or like
Scrapes?
when you cut something a lot of times it kind of starts to look meaty.
Ew.
Is how I thought maybe then they
But
could be like,
you
it
don't
could
go
have been
from
a lot
like
more.
40 to 8 with like meaty cuts, you know?
I don't know. I try not to think about it too much.
I think
So-
about nothing but the worst 100% of the
Apparently.
time.
So,
It's what I seek out in each moment. It's a problem. We're in therapy for.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Used to being disappointed. Can't be disappointed if you already know the worst.
You can't be mean to me if I'm mean to myself.
Exactamundo.
So obviously the police are alerted, right?
Right.
But-
The FedEx is like, who is going to sign for this package?
I need the night manager.
Jesus, that sucks.
So
Could you imagine midnight shift closing up shop?
no,
Mm-mm.
dying at fucking work
Mm.
sounds horrible.
Not my idea of a good time.
Let me tell you more.
I'd love to hear it.
So the police were alerted, but I don't know who came across this next scene.
Okay.
In the bathroom, they found a fucking massacre.
Uh-oh.
There were 3 bodies.
What?
Roddy Harris was found in one of the stalls. He was 22 years old. He had been stabbed at least 7 times in the chest.
Oh, God.
Arnold Pequeno was found in another stall. He was 18 years old, and he had been stabbed 11 times.
Jeez.
Once in the chest, once in the neck, once in the back, once in the right hand, like a defensive wound. And then he had been stabbed 7 times in the neck area with one cut severing his jugular.
Oh, God.
And then there was Arnold Pequeno, who was Jorene's older brother. He was 19 years old at the time.
Okay.
He was found in the corner of the bathroom with his head under one of the urinals. And he had been stabbed and cut 22 times in the neck, chest, abdomen, back, and right hand.
Oh, no.
His jugular vein had been severed.
Ugh.
And the watch that he always wore was gone, and so was his class ring.
How convenient.
How convenient. And then the black satchel that he carried all of his books in was also gone.
How convenient.
I believe the books were still there.
They dumped it.
They did not
They
leave those.
left the books.
So,
Oh my
there-
God, were they going to the bathroom and got ambushed? Or did they, like, corral them to
I
the
think
bathroom.
they corralled them.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
terrifying. And then to just be stabbed anyway. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So this is all just speculation, but they believe that RJ took Anil, the night manager, to the manager's office to get his paycheck and everything, and then opened the safe, and that James and Ken corralled everybody else into the bathroom.
How unnecessary.
Absolutely.
So this is just for the
unnecessary.
money in the safe. And then any
yeah.
other money they might have on their persons.
Yeah. And
That's it.
A watch and a class ring.
What was their motive for the money? Like, why did they want the money so much? Which I realize is not a very, I mean, people,
What's ever the motive for
I
money?
know.
Poverty? I don't know.
I guess. Fuck, man. But they're like 16 or
Yeah.
whatever. Like 16, 19.
That was kind of why I got like gang vibes, maybe. Like the
Yeah.
one guy, RJ, maybe felt slighted at his work and he got fired. So obviously, maybe there was some kind of an altercation
blood.
there. Yeah, and he felt that he had to, stick up for himself or whatever. Show his force, show
Alpha.
his whatever. Yeah, his alpha thing. And then he brings his little cousin into it and his friend.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Do we know how James knew Ken? It was just that they went to the same, like he was a janitor at the same school as him?
No. I
or-
don't know that they were at the same
Oh.
school. I imagine they probably were, but I don't
That's
know
what
how
my
they-
brain did.
Yeah, I don't know how they all knew each other. No.
Wow.
So Ken and RJ were closer in age, so they probably knew each
yeah,
other.
yeah,
and then
that one
RJ
makes sense. Right.
Sent his cousin probably to go pick up Ken,
Yeah.
just like, send him. And then that's maybe why he came and talked to him a couple times before, like delivering messages from RJ.
How strange. And RJ, the worst that we know is that like he had could have been verbally and sexually assaulted. Like we don't
That
know.
was Ken. That wasn't even
That's
RJ.
what I meant,
I
Ken,
got nothing
sorry.
on RJ.
I said
Yeah.
RJ, but I meant Ken.
Yeah.
Wow. Because like Ken is so far out of place here.
I agree.
Weird. So maybe
Which
you are
is
right with
just-
gang.
Yeah, why I kind of think it might be a gang thing because he's not at all personally involved in it that I know of.
Weird.
Other than it's RJ and RJ's family, and a gang is kind of a family, so maybe if they were all in a gang together. But that's also...
Shit, man. If I'm in a gang, you're in a gang.
Wild
So it makes
speculation.
sense.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I'd call our friends a gang. We just don't have a name.
What are you talking about?
So... there was also blood on the counter that didn't belong to any of the victims.
Oh, well,
But-
probably Ken's
Yes.
gashed ass ham.
Yes, probably Ken's gashed ass hand. So that blood trail led from the counter, and then it was on a paper towel and on the bathroom door, and then it led through the race center into the parking lot. So like
Okay.
a fucking here's
Trail
where he
out.
went. Yeah,
Man, he was really bleeding from that thing.
was
He don't want to staunch it? Like, what?
really fucking bleeding. Well,
Girl,
he probably
this-
tried to with some paper towels and dropped one.
Didn't do a very good job. That's how you know it's not a chick. I'm not bleeding everywhere at a crime scene. Are you kidding me? That's my
Honestly.
main priority. Before, ain't nobody here yet. Let me take care of this.
Right.
If I heard sirens, maybe. But like,
But it was also the 80s, so like as long as you weren't still there,
I guess
you just fucking leave.
that's a very good point.
You
You just
So-
leave as long as you weren't there still. You could get away with it.
It's a different time.
That's true. Like I
Uh,
said before, now they probably could track our fucking energy, and like we don't know how to withdraw that. I
Right?
don't
You
know.
could see the fucking traces of it if you just shine this QV light.
Yeah, I don't know. Right?
Okay. So,
You
obviously,
just concentrate hard enough on that spot, it illuminates itself. Obviously,
you just have to use the right manifestation.
yeah.
Call their energy.
You just have to know the right aliens.
Duh. I'm trying.
You wouldn't understand this technology.
So,
It's too far advanced for your civilization.
you just wouldn't get it. So,
Not a face.
obviously, there was also $1,300 missing from the cash drawers in the safe.
Wow, how weird! How unexpected.
Mm-hmm, exactly. And police noticed that RJ's time card had been signed and was sitting on top of the desk,
Oh, weird.
So-
As if he were just here.
as if he were just here.
Yeah.
And then there was a busted broken knife found in the track that would later be identified as the one taken from Wanda's house.
Oh God, busted, broken.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. And then
They just chucked it on the track.
yeah, or like on the way out. I don't
Oh,
know.
yeet!
It's like they didn't think evidence existed.
I guess. Shit, man. What a time to be alive.
Honestly. The wonder.
What a time to be a detective.
Anything is possible.
I think I found the murder weapon.
Whoa. Check it out. So, that evening, after the bodies were discovered, Ken was back at Wanda's house, and the evening news came on and showed the massacre at the Malibu Grand Prix, right?
Right.
And allegedly, Ken was sitting there in his brand new fucking watch and class ring, and he got visibly upset.
Sure. He's
the news.
wearing the evidence.
Yes. And Wanda noticed the new jewelry, the new attire. It was like,
Oh,
hey,
no. Where'd you get that?
where'd you get that? Yeah, she didn't, I don't think she said anything, but she was like, yeah, I fucking saw his,
I see what.
his new class ring from the school that he didn't go to or whatever.
Sure. That
But-
nice-ass watch that suddenly came off this dead man.
Mm-hmm. And Wanda said that Ken told her that he was going to go to Wharton, Texas. He's like, I'm fucking out of here.
And
I
she was
can't
probably
stay
like,
here.
good fucking
Yeah,
riddance.
she's
kiddo.
like, you got to go.
Fucking
'Cause she also had a small daughter. I don't know if you remember that.
I do recall.
But I don't want him around her, you know?
Sure. No way.
So, I'm guessing because of all of the reasons, right? Police immediately zero in on RJ.
Mm-hmm.
And in turn, his cousin James. So they arrest them both and they give a full confession.
Yeah, because they're 16.
And 19, yeah.
Yeah.
So Ken went the next day to turn himself in because everyone had seen them all together that night, right? And
He's like, I just know where this is going to go.
exactly. He's like, I'm just going to clear this whole thing up.
Right.
I'm just going to go in there, clear this whole thing up. He was wearing the fucking ring and the watch.
No, he was
He
not.
was. He was like,
No.
who? What high school? Is it this one?
No.
He was wearing the watch and the ring.
The motherfucking audacity.
Yeah.
The audacity.
Yeah. I
Did
don't
they
know.
note it? Did they not catch on?
Uh,
Did they see
yeah,
it?
they saw it. They were like, you know what's missing?
That's reassuring, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I like to focus my energy on.
These cops, good cops.
Yeah.
So they did catch on, and then the black satchel and the calculator that were stolen originally.
Right. I like how the calculator was probably treated as like a fucking computer back in the day. They were like,
probably
this
like
is
a fucking
T39.
TI-85 or whatever. Like that shit was so expensive.
Like $350.
Do you remember having to buy a whole fucking
Ugh.
calculator
Every time.
and then
yeah.
treat it like royalty?
Yeah.
or whatever?
Just to open it and it'd say like fucking tits or something.
boobs, boobless.
Oh my God.
So stupid.
I know.
That calculator.
In every other class after that in college, you had to buy a new calculator. Did you have to take those fucking classes? Like I had to have a finance calculator.
No, I
had
didn't
to
have
have
to
a
take
this.
any of those. That was
Everything
an art
required
major
to
for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. Everything needed its own
I
fucking
had to get
calculator.
like this protractor.
I'm pretty sure my fucking T89 or whatever the fuck it was called would do all of it.
Your phone will now.
I know, but I
Isn't
had a
that crazy? You just
goddamn
gotta download this
finance
app.
calculator.
That your fucking teacher probably built.
So stupid. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, the black satchel and the calculator that were brought back to Wanda's house, they were later identified as belonging to Arnold, right?
Sure.
And the blood trail would later be found, quote, genetically compatible to Ken, not James or RJ.
Tracks. He
Right.
had a giant gash.
Makes sense. There were also fingerprints matching Ken's right index finger inside the bathroom stall where Roddy was found.
Ooh.
And James's fingerprint was also found inside the door to the stall where Doreen's body was found.
All right.
And remember, he had come inside and gone to the bathroom to tend to his hand wound, right? So
Yeah.
obviously,
Right.
I read that as if it was a new fucking statement.
And here we are, remembering.
And now we're here, remembering that he had cut his hand.
I do
Exhibit
recall.
A.
Yeah.
So,
Tracks.
obviously, everyone was arrested and tried with capital murder, which we're in Texas. That shit comes with the death penalty.
Yeah, especially in the 80s. Like, you get, it's next Tuesday. You're gonna
Yeah.
be killed.
Literally.
Yeah. They're not waiting around.
So, James was only 16 at the time of the murders, so he
Ugh.
couldn't be given the death penalty.
Yeah.
Because Texas does have some laws. And instead,
They have a lot of laws. They have a lot of strong ones.
they sure do. But, you know, this is one of them. They're
Yeah.
like, kids, you can't kill him.
Not yet. You don't know what's going on.
Unless.
If your mom would have fucking aborted you, maybe, but sorry. Okay, go on.
then you'd both die. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't either.
So instead, he was given life in prison and would be eligible for parole in 2003.
Okay.
And then on June 15th, 1984, Ken was convicted of capital murder and he was sentenced to death.
Ooh.
RJ was executed by lethal injection
God damn.
On-
Okay.
August 31st, 1993. I
Oh.
should mention he was also found guilty.
Yeah, I figured it out. They waited a couple years.
A couple?
Yeah.
Like barely.
Well, you said 80 something to 93?
83 to 93.
5
Still,
years?
that's
oh,
not
is that 10 years? Oh.
Yeah, it's not that long to me, though. I'm like, you expect it to be like 57 years,
Yeah,
you know?
pretty sure. He was 29. He didn't even hit his midlife crisis.
Yeah. His last
Why
statement.
you don't fucking stab people to death?
I mean, consequences of our actions.
Yeah.
So his last statement
Concentrate.
was,
Sorry.
quote, "This execution is not justice. This execution is an act of revenge. If this is justice, then justice is blind. Take a borderline R-word young male who, for the first time ever in his life, committed a felony, then contaminate his true tell-all confession. Add a judge who discriminates, plus an all-white jury, pile on an ineffective assistance
Is
of
he black?
counsel."
I'm
Yes, he
guessing.
is.
Okay.
And execute the option of rehabilitation. Persecute the witness, and you have created a death sentence for a family lasting over 10 years.
Honestly, it tracks. Everything he says tracks.
I'm
not
That's
mad
why
at
I
it.
said it, is because it's actually true. It is kind of a
I'm not
fucking
mad at it.
eye for an eye thing. Is the death penalty
Yeah.
right or whatever? But then you also see that these 4 people were massacred completely.
Well, they were trying to race, you know?
necessarily
or
What?
work. I said, well, they were trying to race. or
Yeah,
work.
well, you're just at work. Like,
Yeah.
it's a really fucking shitty thing to do. Does it warrant the death penalty? That's a whole other discussion. I have no idea. But he's making some solid points.
I mean,
After-
it's not a great system. It's probably not even the best system, but it's the one we're living in, and you knew
Yeah.
the rules.
Yeah, and you know you're not supposed to stab people.
Yeah, exactly.
So after many denied appeals, Ken was also executed on October 28th, 1997. His last statement was, "First and foremost, I want to tell the victims' families I'm sorry. I'm not sorry because I feel like I'm guilty, but because
What?
of the pain they go through every holiday, the pain each birthday. I feel like this is God's will. I feel like I'm the instrument in hopefully abolishing the death penalty forever."
You're not. Your
Again,
hope was
is the death
wasted.
penalty right? I can't say. I don't know. That's a whole other fucking conversation.
Right.
However, we all know you're not supposed to stab anybody.
And you know
To
the
death.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. So they just claimed not guilty. They were like, I am not guilty. I'm not sorry because I'm guilty because I did not do that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for the family. So they
Yeah.
never admitted guilt.
I don't believe that they ever admitted guilt. No.
Piece is of shit.
Kind of.
I mean, I guess though, like honestly, what are you gonna do?
But yeah, what else are you going to do?
You did it, so you better lie about it till you die.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna die. Like, this
Especially in
is
Texas. Yeah. And
Yeah.
if you say that you did it, they're going to be like, all right, guilty. If I can shuttle him into the next room where we can go execute him,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
So James, who was only 16 at the time of the murders, he was actually paroled on January 18th of 2019 after serving
Oh.
almost 36 years in prison.
Holy shit. Wasn't he like due in like 2003 or some shit you said?
Yeah, he was up in 2003.
God damn, and it
So-
took till now?
2019.
And then did Biden pardon him?
Fucking probably. That's hilarious. No, it was before that. He could have, though.
He coulda.
Had he
Shit.
fucking wanted to.
Oh my God.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? So
That is
2 of
so
them were executed in the death penalty.
Wow.
And then
I want to know this guy's story though. Like now it's so many years later, right?
Right.
Like what happened?
yeah, like what?
Just
is
come
it
out. You served your
necessary?
time. You're not going to get in trouble for anything else.
Right.
What happened?
I don't know.
Like, is he, from his perspective, is he like, I was fucking 16.
Probably.
I don't know. Like,
and he's there with his older cousin,
Right?
And his cousin's friend, who
Right?
probably looks up to them as this
Exactly.
kind of,
like,
you
I
know-
want to know this guy's story.
Yeah.
I'd watch that documentary.
Oh, 100%.
Even if
yeah.
you did stab somebody, like, if you served your
you were
time.
16.
Honestly, if any, like, you know, I Am a Killer or whatever that
yeah,
documentary.
yeah.
I will watch that shit. Like, I
Yeah.
want to know your story. But if you start jerking us around, then it's like, all right, well, I don't want to give you the fucking airtime. But, like, if
Yeah.
you're just going to own up to it and be like, yeah, man,
Shit
shit's
was fucking
fucked.
crazy back there.
I was fucked as a kid. I see it now, right?
Yeah,
Like, or
yeah.
whatever. However you got here. Like, I get it. It's
Yeah.
not right, but I did it.
yeah.
Because you
That's
can
true.
fucking help change some people. But shit, man, people
Right.
get crazy.
Or like open eyes, you know? Like this is real. That's real life.
Ah, you can
The
be at the
little
wrong
games
place at
you're
the
playing.
wrong time.
Yeah.
You should definitely say no if you don't want to do it.
Yeah. If it's not a good idea, you don't need knives to go pick up a paycheck.
Now, how sad though for those 4 fucking people who lost their lives for a couple grand,
fucking
like
for-
$1,000.
For $1,000. Yeah.
1,300 or whatever you said.
Yeah. And a watch.
That class ring for sure was only $60. Like,
right.
class rings aren't worth a lot of money.
No.
Maybe they were then.
I mean, maybe a couple $100, but even then, what are
you
you
get a
going to
class
do?
ring?
Who wants your 2005 class ring
Nobody
from a
does.
school that they didn't fucking go to?
I
They
know.
didn't
Why was
buy
that
it?
a thing? That's
And you
the
get
thing
like
for
your
like
sport on it.
that's the thing for like Tennessee or something.
Yeah.
We don't live in the right kind of city for that.
We
or
don't.
Town.
Yeah, no,
to
we
care.
don't. But like my dad had them and stuff. But even then,
I know
they're
it
so,
used to be a thing. My dad had one too.
they're so personalized. Like that would not mean anything to anyone else.
No. Did you get a class ring?
No,
I don't think I did either.
no.
I can't imagine. I went to different schools. Like I
I
had
didn't.
no alliance.
They were like, they came in one size and it was fucking enormous. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, you're not supposed to wear it. And I was like, then I don't want it. I'm not
Are
gonna spend
only
money on
boys
it.
supposed to get class rings? Because the girls' class rings are different than boys, and
Girls
you
are
never
different.
see a girls' class ring.
No, girls are cuter.
Yeah, they're
I remember
smaller.
looking at
yeah.
them because I was in sports and stuff. And so it was like, you could get one. And
Is
I
it
remember-
only if you're in sports? I don't know. I never did sports. I thought you could just have one.
I think you can just have one.
Like I think
But
sports
then
are
you
like
get 'em,
Letterman's jackets.
Yeah, sports are for Letterman jackets, but then you can get the shit on the sides.
Oh
too.
yeah. That
That's,
says like your
fucking,
shit. You can have
like,
it
dude playing
customized.
lacrosse.
But
or
I don't think
whatever.
they fact check that. You know what I mean?
No, for
Wink,
sure.
wink.
Yeah. I mean, you could just get one.
I could
that
be a
says,
water
like,
polo.
2005. Well, I think they don't fact check it, so you could just steal someone else's.
I know.
And be like, yeah, I went to Windsor High School.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
yeah. Just don't let your friends talk you into stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and don't go stab people over a paycheck.
Yeah.
I would really like to know the rest of that story, though. So if you're that dude, James,
Yeah, like how did it escalate
Can you-
here?
do
was
tell.
it the plan all along? Because
I feel like there's not enough of a motive for 4 people to die.
No.
Were there drugs? Was it a gang? I have so many questions.
I don't know. I don't have any answers.
No, you don't. So anyway,
That's
if you guys
also
Oh.
that place closed down in 1997, I think.
Wow.
Like when
almost made it.
when Ken was executed, they were like, you know what? We should probably just also.
I mean, if
mix
there was
this
a
thing.
massacre on the campus, I don't know what we call them.
I feel
on
like
the
nobody
track.
wants to come to work anymore.
It might be haunted. I don't think they had anybody to come in. That was probably all.
They were
of it.
they had to close for a while
Oh
at
my
least
God.
to get restaffed.
I mean, we worked at a high school job. 4 of us. That would have taken us all down.
We
Shut down
crippled the
operations for a
business.
week. So we found somebody else who could hold their hair
So we
up
found
in a
another
ponytail.
stupid bitch to do it. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Okay, if you want to check out pictures pertaining to Erin's case, go to our social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. Our handle is at ISGD Podcast. You can also email us at isgdpodcast@gmail.com, or you can snail mail us at
P.O. Box 2764, Spring Valley, California, 91997.
9. And we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.